my laptop camera and system because I'm switching over from Apple into a desktop, and all my equipment isn't really compatible, and I'm having problems transferring videos from my cell phone into my computer. So, anyways, apologies. So this is just an update on my visa journey. So I'm heading back to Canada to get my documentation together in order to reapply for my visa, which ends in June the 2nd. I only got a 6 month visa, and so I have to go back and do that because I'm Canadian, apparently. One of the big things I have to get is health insurance. As I've said in my post before, was that um, I applied for SURA. SURA turned me down because I do not have EPS. And Alliance, I applied for Alliance, same thing. They turned me down because I don't have EPS. Now, that's according to the broker. Now, I was a little irritated with the broker because he knew I did not have EPS. So he took me down this month-long journey or 2 month long journey with Sura, and it was all for naught. So moving on from there, so I got a hold of someone else, and now I'm going to be applying for Cigna, and hopefully that goes through. Now, Cigna is an international healthcare provider, and as the suggestions in the other posts stated, to do that, and so that's what I'm doing. Now, the cost of Sura and Alliance at the time was around $350, $400 Canadian a month, which I thought, oh, I can afford that. It was about what I paid for Blue Cross in Canada, which again has the same kind of a system where Blue Cross would cover me, but only if I had healthcare insurance in Canada, the public health one. So that's probably why it was so cheap, is because they lean on the public health insurer. So Cigna will be around around $600 Canadian a month if I get approved for it. I checked out a couple other ones. There were prices ranging up as high as $800 a month, and of course, this is all predicated on your age and any pre-existing conditions. Hopefully, I get it. Now, my my visa lawyer had an interesting comment in my discussion with her because I was hoping to get that right away with the Cigna, but it would have resulted in me being only having 10 months worth of insurance at the time versus a year, and they require a year. But she said that apparently the government is allocating visas according to the length of health insurance coverage that you have, which kind of makes sense because um, I had my health insurance coming here. It was in 2 6 month increments, which could explain why they only gave me 6 months. I don't know. And then I just read on the Facebook site that the maximum they're giving is a year, which makes sense because if they only ask for a year of health insurance, then they only give a year visa. So this whole 3 year business for pensionado visas is hogwash, because you can't get private health insurance coverage for longer than a year. It's in 1 year, and then they renew, and then the price goes up every year. So I don't know what they're doing there in the Colombian government. It sounds like a bit of a cash grab, but it is what it is. It's what we have to do. So that's my current state with my insurance. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover was my little journey on getting a cell phone plan. So I had Claro, which is a popular cell phone provider. I think the largest one in Colombia. And but I was using pre-purchased data, so paquetes, I guess they call them. But I wanted a plan because it helps me budget, and that way, you don't run out of data when you need it the most, and you don't have to track it and all that kind of stuff. And it's a little bit cheaper, I believe, when you do it monthly. So I went to Claro, and they said, "Oh, we can't do it here. You have to go to the main office." So I went to the main office, And they said, no problem. So I thought, hey, this is great. So gave them my cedula, my all my information. Then they came back to me and said, no, we won't give you a cell phone plan. And I said, well, why not? I said, I have a Colombian ID. I have a bank account. What's the problem? Couldn't tell me. I said, well, is it because I'm a foreigner? And they wouldn't answer that question either. And so I said, well, I want to keep my money with collateral. They've been good to me so far, you know, but I'll take my money elsewhere unless you can find me coverage. I said, well, tell you what, they said, we'll call you tomorrow. All right. So I said, oh, I'll wait. 2 days later, nothing. So I went to Tigo, and within 30 minutes, I had a cell phone plan, and 79,500 pesos, which is about 22 bucks Canadian a month for 120 gigabytes of data. Anyways, that's for my Canadian friends. 22 bucks for 120 gig. Anyways, and Tigo's been working out for me so far. One last little item here is I thought you might find it entertaining somewhat. So uh, I have a goal of losing a bunch of weight. I'm down 20 pounds now, so I'm pretty excited about that. 10K. And to do that, part of my plan is going for a walk. So I'm trying to hit about 4 kilometers minimum a day. And so I was going for walks in the morning down in one direction from the farm here. And it's a nice little country road, right? And I've been doing it about a month. And then finally, my friends here at the farm came to me and said, "Look, word's out that you're doing this walk, and people are taking note. And the locals have informed them that there are some guys that were planning to rob me or kidnap. They said steal me, so maybe kidnap me. I don't know. So they advised me to change direction, or change my. So that's what I did. Always listen to locals. And you know what? I knew better too. I don't know what I was thinking. It was stupid to do that, anyways. Not thinking. If you're going to go for, I should have been had someone with me. But anyways, at minimum. But anyway, so I changed direction, and I'm walking into the city now with lots of people around. So I don't think there's gonna be concern. But I did a little bit of insurance. So just 2 seconds. So it rains a lot here, and so I bought an umbrella, and I use it kind of like a cane, like a walking stick as I walk. But what I did is I stuck that on the end. It's a pipe in for a pipe. It's got a little bit of clout to it. I don't know. Might be a bit of a deterrent. Someone try and rob an old man, and I could flip that up right between someone's leg and give them a surprise. Anyways, the other thing I did is I made myself a walking stick when it's not raining. It's just a curtain rod, but on each end, I stuck one of these puppies there too. See, so again, it's a deterrent. I don't know what you guys think about that. no, I think it's the sober second thought for whoever's looking at me. That being said, they pull a gun. I'm giving them everything. They can have my walking stick. They're gonna mess around with a gun. So, anyways, just your thoughts below on that. I thought it was kind of interesting or kind of funny at the end there too. And anyways, I'll keep you posted. Thing about Cigna, I just remembered you're not allowed to apply for it uh, longer than 45 days before it starts. So that's a little tight in the timeline there. I just forgot to say that. Anyways, talk to you later.